הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. 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 שלום עליכם, 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 שלום עליכם. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. שבת אחים גם יחד.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to Bet David, and welcome, of course, to everybody who's here and to everybody online. We'll start our service on page 118, but before I call Tony Rubin to come and light the candles, I'm just quickly going to read this. Even in the darkest of weeks, we light the Shabbat candles. We light them for the souls we lost. We light them for the hostages still waiting to come home. We light them as a declaration that Israel stands strong, unshaken. Shabbat Shalom. Tony Rubin, if he will come up, and he's lighting the candles in memory of his father, Wilfred Rubin.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light. So may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. And we will continue our service on page 130. Come, let us sing joyously to God. Raise a shout for our rock and deliverer. Let us come into God's presence with praise. Let us raise a shout for God in song. For the Eternal One is a great God, the great ruler of all divine beings. Asher bayado mechkarei aretz v'toafot harim lo. Asher lo hayam v'hu asahu v'yabeshet yadav yatzaru. Bo'u nishtachaveh v'nechra'a nivracha lifnei Adonai osenu. Ki hu Eloheinu v'anachnu am marito v'tzon yado hayom im b'kolo tishma'u. We continue on page 133, and if you will read the indented section when I get there. The Eternal One is sovereign. Let the earth exult, the many islands rejoice. Dense clouds are around God. Righteousness and justice are the base of God's throne. O you who love God, hate evil. God, guard the lives of your loyal ones, saving them from the hand of the wicked. Light is sown for the righteous, radiance for the upright. O you righteous, rejoice in the Eternal and acclaim God's holy name. I'm continuing on page 135. Adonai malach yegzu amim, yeshev kruvim tanut haaretz. Adonai b'tzion gadol, v'ramhu al kol ha'amim. Yodu shimcha gadol v'nora, kadosh hu. V'oz melech mishpat hahev, ata konanta mesharim. Mishpatot tzedakah b'Yaakov ata asita. And if you'll read with me the English at the very bottom of the page, exalt the eternal our God and bow toward God's holy hill, for the eternal our God is holy.
Shabbat
we've just performed the important task of greeting the Sabbath bride, but equally important is acknowledging each other's presence here in the synagogue. So let's take a few moments and greet each other.
יום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון.
Ishba'a lo yeda, uchsil lo yavin et zot. The righteous bloom like a date palm, they thrive like a seed in Lebanon. Planted in the Eternal One's house, they flourish in our God's courts. In old age, they still produce fruit. They are full of sap and freshness, attesting that God is upright, my rock in whom there is no wrong. We come now to the Chatzi Kaddish on page 144, and please rise.
Avchata v'nechemata tamiran v'alma v'imeru. Amen.
Please be seated. And we are continuing with Shabbat evening service number 2. So if you will jump to page 265. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher b'dvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma poteach she'arim, u'b'tbuna meshane itim u'machalif et hazmanim, u'msader et hakochavim b'mishmorotehem barakia kietzono. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures. Though all things pass, let not your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you, and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim utanu limadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbenu v'kumenu nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei toratcha v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. In each age, we add our wisdom to that which has gone before. At each moment, the knowing heart is filled with wonder. In each age, the children of Torah become its builders and seek to set the world firm on a foundation of truth. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Please rise. We're coming to the Shema, page 267. Page 268. If you're able to read with me in Hebrew, then please do. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol lavavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol modecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher nochi mitzalcha hayom al lavavecha v'shinantam lavanecha v'dibarta bam v'shiftecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'aderech uv'shofpacha uv'kumecha Ukshatam leot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot bein einecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha. Laman tiskaru, v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'item kedoshim lelohechem, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liyot lachem lelohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem emet. Page 270, the choir will sing Micha Mocha.
Micha Mocha ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha ne'edah b'kodesh, Nora tehilot osef ele, Nora tehilot osef ele, Malchut Moshe u'Miriam Zehi Anu Le'amru Adonai Imloch Le'olam Va'ed.
Thus it is said, God redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamitenu malkeinu l'chaim. 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 U'shmor tzitenu Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamitenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamitenu malkeinu l'chaim.
At the bottom of the page, read with me in Hebrew, Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, va'al kol amo Yisrael, va'al Yerushalayim. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days God made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed.
Adonai sefatai tiftach, u'hofiach giteilatem. תפתח ולפיה כי תהילתך. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואלוהי אמותינו אלוהי אברהם אלוהי יצחק אלוהי יעקב אלוהי שרה אלוהי רבקה אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה. האל הגדול הגיבור והנורא אל עליון גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה.
Page 275. I realize I didn't ask you to be seated after the Shema, so if anybody needs to sit down, please feel free. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מזריח השמש ומוריד הטל. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישוע, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל. You set aside the seventh day for your name, the pinnacle of creation, and you blessed it above all other days, more sacred than all festival times. So it is written in your Torah. ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויאכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, רצה במנוחתנו, קדשנו במצוותיך, ותן חלקנו בתורתך. סבנו מטובך ושמחנו בישועתך. הנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה ורצון שבת קודשך, ואנוכו וישראל מקדשי שמך. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. רצה אדוני אלוהינו בעמך ישראל, ותפילתם באהבה תקבל, ותהי לרצון תמיד עבודת ישראל עמך. אל קרוב לכל קרב, פנה אל עבדיך וחוננו, שפוך רוחך עלינו, ותחזינה עינינו בשובך לציון ברחמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, המחזיר שכינתו לציון. I'm continuing on page 281. For the good in us, which calls us to a better life, we give thanks. For the strength to improve the world with our hearts and our hands, we offer praise. For the desire in us which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful. For life and nature, harmony and beauty, for the hope of tomorrow, all praise to the source of being. please be seated and take a few moments for your own silent thoughts and meditation.
sown shani mira usfatai mira belima velim kalalai nafshi tidon venafshi kerfala koti Elohai Elohai netzor shani mira usfatai mira belima velim kalalai nafshi tidon venafshi kerfala koti
This week we're coming towards the end of Leviticus. So we're obviously, this period between Pesach and Shavuot, we're moving through time, and all of us stand in relation to time. In our daily lives, we make time, we spend time, we might squander time, or we might use time. We think of our lives as a forward trajectory. In art, time can be more flexible, from Salvador Dali's Soft Watches to The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, where the central character is born as an old man and ends up as a baby and then finally dies. In science, Isaac Newton's picture of a universally ticking clock more or less sums up how we understand time. The arrow of time moves only forward, robbing us of the chance to revisit our past. Not everyone takes that for granted, however, as evidenced by Albert Einstein, whose 1905 theory of special relativity stated that time is an illusion that moves relative to an observer. Today, physicists like Julian Barbour, who has written a book on the illusion of time, say change is real, but time is not. Time is only a reflection of change. And in recent years, a team of physicists published a paper suggesting that quantum systems can move both forward and backward in time. In Leviticus 25, the Torah is very much focused on time. It describes a number of cycles of sanctified years which must be observed. There's the 7th year known as Shemitah, or release, when the land had to be rested. In other words, it had to lie fallow. And then we get the Jubilee year, the 50th year, which is known as Yovel. And that was the year when Hebrew slaves were emancipated, when most property reverted to its original owner. The Jubilee year is in fact the completion of 7 seven-year cycles. In the text, the counting off of 7 weeks is followed by the verse which states, "Then you shall sound the horn loud in the 7th month on the 10th day of the month, the day of atonement." There are, of course, a great many numbers in this parsha. The most obvious is the number 7. The Kabbalists had a field day with this number. For them, the human character is comprised of 7 drives, and these are love, restraint, harmony, ambition, devotion, connection, and receptiveness. And these mirror the 7 attributes which God assumed as creator of the universe. In our parsha, the number 7 serves as an anchor both for time and for place. After the Israelites enter the promised land, they may cultivate the land for 6 years and must give it its own Sabbath, as I explained, on the 7th year. Curiously then, the land takes on a personality of its own. It's not merely something to be worked upon, but it's a living entity with which we establish a dynamic relationship. And doesn't this sound very modern? Today we talk of climate change and the need to nurture and preserve the earth and its ecosystems. And getting back to the text, the numbers 49 and 50 are particularly pertinent at this time of the year when we are counting the Omer. Rabbeinu Bechaye, who is from late 13th century Spain, cites the Kabbalists who say that the number 50 represents the circle of life. Well, if we think of the religious life of the Israelite nation, we can see how the number 50 is propitious. After all, in the space of 50 days, the Jewish people were transformed from a bedraggled nation of slaves leaving Egypt to becoming proud recipients of the Torah. As we count the Omer in our journey from Pesach to Shavuot, we recreate that metamorphosis. We are embarking on our own journey of completion. And this is the powerful message of Yovel. Each 7-year or sabbatical cycle represents a new level of achievement within the world. On the other hand, the 50th year represents, in effect, a reversal of time. Work on the land ceases, reversing man's active control. Indentured Hebrew servants are set free, reversing their bondage. And all ancestral estates in the Holy Land that have been sold are restored to their original owners, thereby reversing what would normally be immutable property laws. The Jubilee year therefore represents the dawn of a completely new world. To use modern parlance, it's an opportunity to hit the reset button. And to borrow from biblical parlance, it is, in a sense, a reenactment of creation. And now to begin at the beginning. Behar means on the mountain, in this instance Mount Sinai. A mountain or a high place can symbolize both spiritual enlightenment and elevation. Alternatively, it can present a monumental obstacle, a place that is just too high to traverse. For us, however, the task is not to see the mountain as simply an object in the physical landscape. Rather, the image of the mountain can be both inspiration and aspiration. We are inspired to travel there, just as we are traveling now in the time-space axis of Pesach to Shavuot. And hopefully this journey will culminate in aspirations. Just as we look up at the mountain, so we are impelled at this time of the year to raise ourselves up spiritually in order to establish an ideal relationship between us and God and be worthy of receiving the gift of the Torah. Shabbat Shalom. We will continue the service with Aleinu, page 587, and our Ark opener tonight is Danny Jolson, who is here in memory of her husband Bruce Jolson. Ark closer is Matthew Myers in memory of his mother Dorianne Myers. Page 587. Please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצאי בראשית, שהוא שם חלקנו להכחד את שמו, וגורלנו להמליך מלכותו. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
שהוא נוטה שמיים ויעשה את הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינת עוזו בכוכבים מרוממים
Therefore, eternal God, we hope soon to behold the perfection of our world, guided by a sacred covenant drawn from human and divine reason.
Emar, v'haya Adonai, lemelech al kol haaretz. Bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
Please remain standing, and I'm continuing on page 597. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. And this week we remember from Bet David, Junior Judah Tobachali, brother of Jacob Tobachali, Elias Pragg, father of Mavis Yarwich, Sylvia Cecilia Gross, grandmother of Samantha Harvey, Wilfred Rubin, father of Tony Rubin, Coleman Rosen, father of Martin Rosen, Morris Jankelowitz, father of Mike Jankelowitz, Dorianne Myers, mother of Matthew Myers, Bruce Jolson, husband of Danny and father of Carly and Angie Jolson, and Philip Borstein, father of Martin Borstein and grandfather of Maxine Windram. From Bet Menorah and Pretoria, we remember David Hack, father of Jennifer Joss, Gregory Abramovitz, son of Judy Abramovitz, and Anne Walder, mother of Mervyn Walder, and those who passed away recently, Nikki Searle, sister of Jonty and Peter Searle. If anybody has a name they'd like to call out now, please do so. We'll start at this side.
Yaron Yvshinsky and Sarah Milgram, both young members of staff of the Embassy of Israel in Washington, D.C., who were gunned down at point-blank range and who died this week. They were to have been in Jerusalem next week to announce their engagement.
Thank you.
Peter Burke.
Anne Marks was a founder member of the progressive movement who passed away this week.
And we also remember those who have lost their lives in wars and those who have no one to remember them. The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 598. Please join with me in the Hebrew. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, bi'olma divrah ruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, b'hagala v'zman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei rabbah muvarach le'olam olomei umaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ah v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yithada v'yithale v'yithalal shmei dekudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechemata. Damiran bolma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabbah min shmaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Please be seated. Thank you, of course, to everybody, as always, those who've attended here in person and people who've joined us online. And thank you, I'll start this side, my technical desk, Joel and Glynis, Doron, Alon, the musicians, and our singer, our beautiful soprano. Cheder tomorrow morning is with Mora Diane, starting at 8:45. Thank you to those members who braved the cold on Wednesday evening and attended the AGM. This Wednesday, that's the 28th of May, at 11:30, Bet David Kehillah with nursing sister Amanda Jeffrey invite you to an insight on healthy and happy living during the cold winter months. And this will be followed by a light brunch. It's open to everybody. Please look in the Adkan and you'll find the details. And we want to just thank the following people for their donations to Bet David: Roy Licht, Marlene Licht, Fiona Capstick, Matthew Myers, Tony Rubin, and Gail Shubley. Doron and Glynis are going to be away next Friday, so if anybody with musical skills, if you can play an instrument or you can sing, please step up, because we would love to have some music next Friday. Erev Shavuot services are Sunday the 1st of June, 6 p.m. at Bet David, and it includes our annual cheesecake competition and a bring and share dairy bracha. Again, look in the Adkan, you'll find all the details. And we'll conclude the service this evening with Shalom Aleichem, page 627. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Sharet, Malachei Elyon, Minelech Malchei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Sharet, Malachei Elyon, Minelech Malchei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Shabbat Shalom. People, just one last thing. We're going to count the Omer very quickly, if you'll just stand. Hineni muchanum zaman lakayem mitzvat haseh shel sfirat ha'omer. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer. Hayom echad va'arba'im yom shehem chamisha shavuot v'shisha yamim la'omer. Today is the 41st day, which is 5 weeks and 6 days of the Omer. Shabbat Shalom.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.